go down in the bayou, go find me a crocodile, whatever they call it around here, with the weird face inside the mouth. Go wrestle it like he's a crocodile, but he's more dangerous because they got eyes.
Wait, are you insinuating
Mouth
crocodiles
eyes.
don't have eyes?
No, they got the mouth eyes, which is just more dangerous than normal eyes. See, look at them. I'm gonna railroad crocodile. I want the wolf. I'll have to go do that.
You can pet
Later.
the dog. 10 out of 10.
Alright, elephant nerd!
Alright, Infidel, we've left you in the cold for 3 weeks? That was this boy, not a popsicle.
Give me a break. Hello, boy. That took longer than expected.
That's perfect.
Yeah?
Like,
well,
genuinely, behind the curtain, real world, it's been like a month and a half since
Yeah, it's-
the last part of this.
Yep.
It's,
What else is
So
new?
what-
I also know.
it's, he knows.
He knows. Oh god.
Yes. So Ice Heart is but a pseudonym. Not that it matters. That she managed to escape is regrettable, but from your description of that beast, you did well to come as close as you did. In any case, now that you have cleared a path, the Temple Knights can begin to survey the tunnels in earnest. Mayhap they will even find a route past the ice wall. Wouldn't that do wonders for their fight against the heretics? The Crystal Braves would certainly share the credit for it too. 12 praised you two. We may yet turn this situation to our advantage. Assuming we stop Isod before she summons Shiva, of course. Needless to say, our fellow Scions have not been idle. Minfilia and Urianger have been busy perusing the archives of House Fortom, gathering what information they can on Shiva. Which reminds me, if you were intending to trudge back to Camp Dragonhead to report on the day's events, don't. The antecedents should be here any minute. I can only assume some people enjoy subjecting themselves to this cold. Ugh.
My boy, you've been sitting here for a month. You've had so many opportunities to leave. For the greater good.
Greater good.
For the greater good.
It's a good movie. Hot Fuzz?
Another one I have not seen.
Oh!
I know, I'm terrible.
Minfilia and Dakota's hilarious. I kind of like it though. Antecedent, you come to us straight from the archives of House Fortom. I trust your time there proved fruitful. Would that it had. Urianger and I scoured countless texts, but what we found was of questionable veracity. Accounts of Shiva's life and deeds are sparse and contradictory, only agreeing upon one point. She lay down with a dragon, the gravest of all sins according to the Ishgardian faith. Yet in the eyes of Iceheart's followers, this was a holy act, the blessed union of man and dragon. How such a thing could even be possible is quite another question. Suffice it to say, I very much doubt that we will find a useful answer in the archives of House Fortom. Much knowledge has been lost over the centuries, though in this case one wonders if it is by circumstance or design. You said that Iceheart took a moment to plead her case prior to escaping, did you not? Viewed without prejudice, most would agree that bringing an end to an endless war serves the greater good. I think Sir Emmerich may take issue with her methods.
Oh god, was I Emmerich?
Mm-hmm.
Hold on. I actually have the thing. Yep. Oh god. I do not care if a few stragglers manage to escape. Until the sappers confirm that a tunnel is safe, the men are not to search it.
Yes, Lord Commander. You pursue your foes with less zeal than I expected, Sir Emmerich. Lest you misunderstand, I do not deny that our enemy has given us good reason to be prudent. I merely meant, you being a man of faith, that I had expected a certain single-mindedness. After all, was it not by the will of Helone that your ancestors came to this land? Why they took up arms against the Dravinians? What would they have done in your position, I wonder?
There are those who believe that faith is a renunciation of free will, that unquestioning devotion is required of all who would live a life in service to the Fury. Such righteous fervor may well serve a knight on the front line, less so a leader of men.
True.
We are all at liberty to interpret the scriptures as we will. I choose to believe that the Fury would value the lives of her followers over the deaths of her enemies. But I would not presume to speak for the Knights of Eld. 'Twas a different time, and nay, a different era, and scripture tells us only so much.
This is true. Would that it told us more. That man is awfully pragmatic for a servant of the Holy See. A welcome trait of the negotiating table, to be sure. Less so when one's enemies are making ready to harness the power of a god. Mayhap he too does not truly believe that Isart's plan can succeed. Truth be told, I too remain somewhat skeptical. Shiva was real, a living, breathing woman. Of that there can be no doubt. In this respect, she differs from every other figure to have been summoned, each of whom was worshipped as a god. The sole exception being good King Mugglemog XII. Nothing?
No.
No. The myth made manifest in response to the fervent supplications of the Muggles Guard. Saint Shiva may differ, but what of the heretics? They are a tribe of outcasts at war with a mighty nation, who yearn for the resurrection of the one who embodies their beliefs. If that is not placing one's faith in a higher power, then what is? Crystals and conviction, Minfilia. They have them both in abundance. Can that truly be all that is required? My survey team has concluded a preliminary analysis of the aetherite Isart used to escape. They believe that she teleported to another aetherite, somewhere not far to the west. Despite the apparent proximity of this second aetherite, however, they have been wholly unable to detect its presence directly. Unless Iceheart has some means to mask its signal, I can only presume she had it destroyed to prevent us from following her. Without the means to teleport as she did, we have no choice but to search for an alternate route. Most likely a tunnel, assuming one exists. Let us not give up on teleportation just yet. One of our colleagues in Charlian may be able to assist us. I pray that you are right. I dare not think how long it will take us to survey the entire tunnel system.
Oh boy.
While Minfilia looks into our aetherite problem, I would like to request your assistance with another matter. The third unit is currently tracking the remnants of the heretic force which attacked us. However, the search goes poorly, despite our numbers. Kurthis is vast, and Iceheart's followers know the terrain far better than we. Your knowledge of this region may serve to hasten the process. The sooner we capture Iceheart's followers, the sooner we can press them for their leader's whereabouts. Also, though it is admittedly a selfish request, I feel that my braves would benefit immensely from working alongside you. While we have our share of veterans, we also have more than a few less experienced recruits, many of whom look up to you in case you were not aware. Good. I knew you would understand. Yu Yu Hase can apprise you of the details. When the task is complete, come and find me at the observatorium. Captain Hilbert and I are meeting there to discuss the latest developments in his investigation. The Temple Knights shall hold Snowcloak in our absence. Let us leave them to their work. Ours is more pressing. Jesus.
Jeez. I don't know why we got our
fuck is
mounts. We just have to go over to you, Hase.
What the fuck is that?
Don't worry about it. It's a horse.
It's a fucked up horse.
You're telling me. Alright, who is you, Hase?
Thank you.
No, it says you.
Oh god.
Do you want me to take him?
If it's on the list, it's on the list.
No, jeez, okay.
Oh, there you are, you two. Commander Levalier instructed me to wait for you. Your assistance is most welcome, believe me. Most of the Third hail from Ul'dah, and for a man accustomed to the feel of sand beneath his boots, the crunch of snow can be rather disconcerting. But to the matter at hand, nary a moment ago I received word that the heretics we seek have been spotted making for Denifin Pass. My braves are already in pursuit, and I should be grateful if you would join them. I myself shall be taking part in the hunt. Never let it be said that I do not earn my coin. No one said that. You're the one putting the idea out there. Kitty.
Cabin. It's dark, it's cold, I don't like it here.
There's no music.
Hello, good sir.
Herd unit brave.
Souls, balls, my ankle is on fire. Caught my boot on a rock or something and twisted it as I fell. The others went on ahead through Danifin Pass. Hurry, you might catch up. If you're not sure where to go, look for trucks. Snow is fresh, so they shouldn't be hard to find. My favorite.
Balls, balls.
Falls, balls.
Balls, balls.
I really don't like how there's like no music. That it's
Disconcerting.
very. Boulder Downs.
The Belderdines.
Mm-hmm.
You riding a dog?
Hey, fucked up dog.
Ah, fuck up.
Oh shit.
Scion, what are you doing here? The heretics? I'm not sure. There was a great scale beast in Yu Hase, I think. I think he went east on his own. The heretics split up, so we did too. Dumbasses. We're doing a run. I see.
All I can hear is my crab. Go away, crab.
Ruby crab. Hello.
Oh no!
Yeet. 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 How embarrassing. I was so intent on following the heretics' tracks that I almost failed to notice they had doubled back. Almost, mind you. One tried to sneak up behind me and got a knife in the gut for his troubles. I thought myself alone, so I started searching the dead man's knapsack for anything of interest. And lo and behold, before his friends found me, I came upon this. Withdraw in groups of 3 or less to the observatorium. Give the signal and wait. The merchant will be watching. Be late and be left for dead. Speaks for itself, does it not? They can't possibly mean to rendezvous inside the place, so we should restrict our search to the surrounding areas. Let me rephrase that. You should restrict your search to the wilderness around the observatorium. I will need more than a moment's rest to recover from these wounds. Yeah, right.
Yeah, sure. Fine. Whatever.
Loch Ness Monster.
Yeah, I just have a lot of mounts for, like, pre-ordering a bunch of the expansions.
I don't like the way that one looks.
What, weird sea serpent?
A plesiosaur.
Gasp. Suspicious people.
Suspicious Querthin.
Hello, good sir. Doing anything suspicious tonight? I am through with listening to your excuses. We leave now.
No! The woods are crawling with those blue coats, and the knights are searching every wagon that passes through the gates.
Ah, shit! Well, stay with her then, if you think you'll fare any better. Oh, jeez. No, there's no need for that. Oh, Jesus Christ. Now it's me! It's my turn! There are places like this in my homeland. Sacred snow-capped peaks where blood must not be shed. Yet your lands ever thirst for the blood of the fallen, and by your deeds it has drunk deep.
No, I have done no wrong.
None but meet in secret with heretics. Deny it all you will. We shall have the truth from you yet. Inquisitors are not the only ones skilled in the art of interrogation. Damn it all.
I fancy meeting you here, you two. I presume your work with the Third brought you hither? What a tangled web. Lest you wonder, we came not for the heretics, but for the merchant who has been conspiring with them. I'm sorry. He came to our attention during the course of our investigation into the Ivy. It beggars belief, I know, but it seems our favorite Garlean spy may have been providing assistance to Iceheart. Were it not for the efforts of Lady Yugiri and her shinobi, we might never have discovered this connection.
Master Alphino is too kind. I fear my people and I have done little to aid your search for this spy. We long to strike back against the Empire and weaken their influence in this land, to prevent the tragedy which befell Doma from reoccurring. The days ahead and the work they promise will require a very particular set of skills which I am fortunate enough to possess. If you will allow it, I would accompany you until the investigation is complete.
That is a most generous offer, Lady Yugiri, and one which I gladly accept.
Thank you. Though I may disappear for a time, know that I shall never be far, and shall always be watching.
A comforting thought. Come now, Gala. Let us wait inside for Captain Ilbert to return and deliver his report. A fate?
A fate?
More like a fake.
I don't know, I think that dragon looks real.
Hello, elfin dude.
Can't be any warmer over here than it was out there, but whatever.
Well, it's about fire. Captain Hilbert seems confident that the merchant's resolve would swiftly crumble when pressed. If so, we should have new information ere long. As to whether it will bring us any closer to learning the Ivy's identity, I would rather not say. Given our adversary's cunning, I shall consider us fortunate if we are spared another wild dodo chase. The gods know we have more than enough to occupy our time as it is.
Ooh, hey, look, new gear.
Wow.
Haddock dip.
Wait, hang on. Have a look at. I just gotta check. Astrum. Okay, it is the Astrum gear that I've been getting. Here it comes.
Slowly walking.
And saluting. Captain Hilbert, your report, if you will.
Aye, Commander. Firstly, with regard to the heretic we captured, I regret to say that the man could tell us naught that we did not already know of Shiva. We have since handed him over to the Ashkavian authorities. Henceforth, the Holy See will pursue the matter independently. Our inquiries concerning the Ivy, however, have proven more fruitful. We have ascertained the channel by which the heretics acquired their information on the shipment routes.
Go on.
You will recall the flame we first identified as being in the Ivy's employ. From him, we were able to trace a trail of conspirators, each taking us closer to his master. Alas, the trail came to an abrupt end. Fearing that the investigation had been compromised, we took the necessary step of detaining all suspected of conspiracy. There were 5 on our list, including a flame stationed at Revenant's Toll. The man's primary duty was to keep an inventory of donations from abroad, the particulars of which he would share with benefactors, thereby ensuring that needs did not go unfulfilled. By virtue of his role, he was privy to the details of all shipments bound for the settlement. Needless to say, that included those originating from Houseful Toms. He knew the precise route the caravan would take, and he sold that information to a merchant.
I think I can guess which one.
None other. With a little encouragement, he soon confessed to knowingly aiding and abetting the heretics.
Well, that is one mystery solved at least. But what of the Ivy? Are we any closer to prizing off his mask?
I dare say we are, Commander. Our relentless pursuit has forced him to commit a grave error. In a desperate bid to cover his tracks, the Ivy resorted to exercising certain administrative powers available only to high-ranking members of the Immortal Flames. If you consider, then, that our investigation is known to barely a handful of them, the field of suspects is greatly narrowed.
It's Raban.
Oh god.
You mean to say that the agent is among Raubon's innermost circle? Someone who has been with him since the Immortal Flames establishment?
'Tis the most plausible explanation. The infiltration likely occurred during the company's founding, with the groundwork for the act being laid beforehand.
How much is so bad? To slip into a position of authority unremarked and remain above suspicion all these years.
Aye. I too was surprised, though I really should not have been. Of the 3 grand companies, Aldaz was ever the more vulnerable to infiltration. Both Limsa Lamitsa and Gridania had long-standing armed forces that lent themselves well to the formation of the Maelstrom and the Order of the Twin Adder. To all intents and purposes, it was the same people, loyal ones, mind, under the same leadership, only the banner was different. Not so the Flames. Aldar's military was made up of disparate orders, most of which were glorified mercenary companies that answered only to their own paymasters. Hardly an ideal environment in which to establish something as high-minded as a grand company. The difficulties Rauband faced when founding the Immortal Flames are well known. Even after he had convinced his fellow syndicate members to share the cost, there remained the small matter of finding enough bodies to fill the ranks.
Indeed. And given the pressing nature of the Imperial threat, that meant recruiting every passing sellsword. Amidst the chaos of its founding, it would have been child's play to infiltrate the company.
A good deal easier then than now, aye.
The Immortal Flames have ever been caught between conflicting interests, the public and the private. Though the monetarists ultimately agreed to support the organization's founding, it was not out of charity that they did so, but simple self-preservation. Had Nail Van Darnus' ambitions been any less apocalyptic, you may be sure that they would never have risked supplying Rauband with an army. 'Tis but a wonder they did not attempt to extinguish the flames the moment the danger had passed. Returning to the present.
Even as we speak, our Doman allies are shadowing several high-ranking flames, any one of whom could be the Ivy. Desiring to deal a blow against the Empire, the refugees were eager to lend us their aid. I expect to hear from them ere long.
Very good. Pray continue your investigation with the first. Meanwhile, have the second attend to the unrest. The third can join the fourth in inspecting crystal shipments. If they notice anything unusual, I want to know about it. If Shiva is summoned in like manner to the other primals, the heretics will be looking for further supplies.
Understood, Commander.
I shall send word to Sir Emmerich informing him of our success in identifying the heretics' abettors. Hopefully the information will be of some use to the Ishgardians.
It is time, Commander.
Yes, I am aware. An emergency council of the Alliance leadership has been called. There have been developments in Garlemald, it would seem. As commander of the Crystal Braves, my presence has been requested. I would have you accompany me, you two. As the realm's stoutest champions, 'tis only meet that you be present for the discussion. Oh, and the antecedent has already given her consent, lest you worry. On God, this better be voiced.
I think it is.
Like me, you are doubtless eager to conclude our business with Isard, but until another path to her sanctum is found, she will remain beyond our reach. Minfilia and the Archons are sparing no effort to secure an alternate route. Until such time as they succeed, I suggest we give some thought to the realm's other problems. I shall go ahead to Gridania in readiness for the coming council. Meet me at Nofika's altar, and we shall make our way to the Lotus Stand together. Solid.
Like a rock. To Gridania, then.
Woo! Hunter's Guild.
Ah, hello, Ilbird. Unlike Raubahn, politics is not my cup of tea. While you and the commander attend the council, I will attend to some business on my own. Alright, sure, if you're okay with that.
Hang on. I'm coming.
There is a person here named Rock You Like a Hurricane.
Huh. Where?
You spawned in right on top of them.
God damn it. Alright, hello, Elephant Dude.
Elephant Node.
My thanks for coming, you two. When you are ready, speak with the conjurer yonder. She will show us to the Lotus Stand.
The Alliance leaders await you at the Lotus Stand. Will you be joining them now? Yep. Well, the music stopped. That means it's voiced.
Change has come to the Garlean Empire, and we must discuss the implications.
The rumors are true, then? The War of Succession is ended?
It is. A new emperor reigns in Garlemald.
Who?
The birth and all too rapid expansion of the Garlean Empire is commonly attributed to the strategic brilliance of Solus Zosgalvis, yet he did not rule alone. Nevertheless, it was the eldest son who stood to inherit the throne, until his most untimely passing.
I thought us fortunate when I learned that the Emperor had died without naming a successor.
Would that the Garlean Empire had died with him.
Twas the grandson and his uncle who had the strongest claims, was it not?
Indeed, yet claims count for little without the power to assert them. High Legatus Varus Ye Galvus is a respected military leader. Not so his uncle.
So young Varus has torn the crown from his uncle's grasp and taken his place at the head of the Empire.
Given the troubled nature of his succession, the new emperor will require
That's a
time
dumbass crown.
to seal his grip on power. Yet have no doubt but that he shall, for there are none left with strength
Some
enough
have
to
said.
oppose him.
Since the success of Operation Archon, the remnants of the 14th Legion and the forces occupying Alamigo have done naught but fortify their positions. But you can be sure they'll be ready to march on us again, if their Emperor gives the word.
When, not if. They say this Varus was so set upon Eorzean annexation that he spoke out against the Meteor Project.
Plainly, the new emperor's intentions are of great concern to us all. I propose that we set aside the Cartano dispute for the present, and discuss what measures the Alliance might take to prepare for a resumption of hostilities with Garlemald. Moreover, I move that we re-examine the question of how our former allies in Ishgard might be persuaded to retake their place at our side. Could Eorzea but stand as one, 'twould deal a grave blow to our enemies' ambitions.
Well, I suppose we should be grateful that they have finally acknowledged the inevitability of Imperial attack. Who knows? They may even do something about it. If only the leaders of Ishgard would follow their example, and stop hiding behind their gates, praying for the coming storm to pass them by. But that is a discussion for another time. At present, I am more concerned by the fact that the Alliance's mooted preparations will be made known to the Garleans many moons before their coming. So long as the Ivy eludes our grasp, no secret is safe.
I like Varys. Such a fun villain.
You got big ass shoulder pads and a dumbass crown.
Rocking the fucking Warcraft look.
One of my least favorite things about Warcraft is the big ass shoulder pads.
Such why?
I say as somebody who plays Space Marines. They're too narrow for them though. Like Space Marines they have the big ass shoulder pads, but they're also fucking double wide, basically.
Yeah.
You know? Alright. Hello, Alfino. It will not have escaped your notice that the nations of Eorzea are no nearer to being of one purpose, despite their protestations to the contrary. Plainly, the threat of a resurgent Garlemald is not enough to stir them. And the reason for this? Deep-rooted mistrust amongst the citizenry. The nation's leaders can come to all the understandings they like, but their unity means little and less to the common folk. Take the Laminsons, for instance. Though Admiral Melvib outlawed piracy over a decade ago, foreigners still picture the nation as a haven for grog-swilling, wooden-legged cutthroats. In likewise, the Grenadians are mocked as hermits who talk to trees, and the Ul'dan scorned as swindlers who worship coin. Not that such sentiments are entirely without grounds, of course. Take that pillar of Ul'dan society, Teleji Adeleji, for example. But that is beside the point. The fact is that people are wary of outsiders whether they have cause to be or not. On that basis, one could argue that the conflict at Cotonou is a necessary evil. Each nation has its own warmongering faction that advocates the acquisition of Omega. In order to placate them, we present them something resembling warfare, and thereby curb their appetite for full-scale conflict. But enough idle musing. Let us speak of a more pressing matter, the Ivy. Since we spoke at the Observatorium, Captain Ilbaird has further shortened his list of suspects. And by happy coincidence, the one he deems the most likely candidate has lately come to Gridania. The hunt nears its end, you two. All that remains is to corner our quarry. Seek out Ilbaird near the Adder's Nest. He will give you the particulars. Should there be any developments in Kurthis, you may be sure that I will send word without delay. In the meantime, I wish you success in apprehending the Ivy. Talks much.
Yep.
It's like the kid who needed to get slapped in your middle school class.
Doesn't help that this patch has the most quests out of post-ARR.
Alright, shit, we're this way. Hello, Ilbaird.
Ilbird.
Dilderd.
Sick Eagle Man. Ilbird.
Yes.
Yeah. My thanks for coming, Scions. Doubtless the commander has informed you, but we have unmasked the Ivy. From this point on, we must proceed with extreme caution. I don't remember which one I was going for. Shit. Oh god. This is what happens when there's a month in between. Yeah.
Hello, Ashley. 1 second.
Can you go down to my...
It's still...
No, I need her opinion. Do they look weird with the jean cut off? It goes to the top of the boot. Okay. It's not. It's just the length of the pants. They're cropped boyfriends. Okay. Let you go.
Alright, I'm back. I apologize.
No, that's fine. This happens. Give me some time to look at gear. Hey, look, more gear. Listen well. The spy we have been seeking all this time, it's none other than Flame Marshal Eline Royale, Raban's second in command.
Let me tell.
Prior to joining the Immortal Flames, she was a mercenary of no small renown. They say her skill with a pole-on had to be seen to be believed. Of Ishgardian birth, she is the highest-ranked foreigner in the Immortal Flames, barring the Flame General himself, of course. When he formed the Grand Company, Raban chose people based on their worth. Whence they hailed was of no interest. The monetarists saw things differently, however. Having funded the enterprise, they reserved the right to reject candidates nominated for high-ranking positions. It was no secret that they did not favor foreigners, Ishgardians especially, after the way the Holy See forsook the Alliance. Yet the monetarists did not raise so much as a murmur of protest when Royale was appointed to her post. Passing strange, is it not? Could it be that the Ivy has some hold over the monetarists? But these revelations are secondary to our current mission. Of foremost interest to us is Royale's presence here now. As you may be aware, it is in the duty of the Flame Marshal to command the Immortal Flames in the absence of the Flame General. While Raban attended the Council of Alliance Leaders, she should have remained in the Hall of Flames. The woman has no business being in Gridania, yet here she is nonetheless, in some pretense. She is up to something, mark my words. Even as we speak, I have a dozen men trawling the Flame's records for evidence of Royale's guilt. But if we can catch her red-handed, we shall have all the proof we need. Which brings me to the plan. I have people watching the city gates, the airship landing, and the docks, every point of egress. She cannot leave without our knowledge. All that remains is to shadow her until she betrays her true purpose. Can I rely upon your eyes, Scions? You have my thanks. Let us go then, and take care not to alert our quarry.
Okay. I have the armor set now.
Whoa. Look at you. Royale is headed in the direction of the Blue Badger Gate. With me, Scions. We do have names, you know. So, Royale has entered the Carline Canopy. Meaning someone by chance. Or could it be she means to board an airship? Pray look for her within. If she is not on the upper floor, try the landing area below. One of mine is stationed there, and she may have seen something. Ephemy is her name. I shall remain here in case Royale reappears. Ephemy, that name sounds familiar.
A name that I enjoy communically mispronouncing.
Ifimi.
Ifimi. No thought of Berquip, Galagalala. Such an unexpected pleasure. What brings you here? A social visit, you say? How pleasant. No, she didn't come this way. I've noted every passenger and none bore any resemblance. Well, don't let me keep you. Back to the Eagle.
She's somewhere upstairs.
She has a retired doan in the room. She is messing with her glamour plates.
Clearly. Master of disguise as she is. Nowhere to be seen, you say? And you are sure she did not board an airship? She did not come back out either. Where in the seven hells could she have gone? The roost! Ah, how could I forget?
Greetings, good sir. Might I interest you in some Muntai tonic? A cup a day imbues a man with great vigor, if you take my meaning.
Perhaps another time, friend. Wait. That Nepler. You're a shinobi of Doma.
The woman you seek left Gridania by way of West Shore Pier. She was attired as a merchant, but these eyes are not so easily deceived. You may wish to take your search to the East Shroud. Rest assured that we shall continue to support you from the shadows.
Thank the 12 for the Domans. Were it not for their unique talents, Royale would have disappeared without a trace. The issue of having every class leveled to 50 is that I can't remember which ones I have sufficiently geared. Oh boy, alright. Our hunt leads us to the East Shroud, Scions. I suggest we follow Royale's example and take the ferry from West Shore Pier. You'll doubtless wish to make certain preparations. See to them while I go on ahead. I shall wait for you at Sweet Bloom Pier. She every word out of his mouth.
Oh, where are we going?
I think we can just take an ether right there. No, we can't. The best we can do is Lancer's Guild.
Unfortunate.
Oh, hey, there's a Brave here.
Where am
We 2nd Unit Braves are on Gridania on special security detail. Any suspicious activity will be swiftly nipped in the bud. Yeah, well, you let her go, you dumb idiot. Walked right past you. The East Shroud. Dude sticks out like a sore goddamn thumb.
Blue.
Blue. Who designed
Oh
this?
god!
What?
I had a weird lighting glitch.
Oh no, that's lightning.
Oh.
This way, my friends. Your quarry makes for the Hawthorne Hut. If Royale is truly the one we seek, we can expect that she means to make contact with the Garlean masters there. An explanation is in order. You are no doubt aware that the Garleans have their own method of communicating over great distances. Well, our ingenious friends at Garland Ironworks have provided us with devices which disrupt these communications, and we've installed them around the city-states. In so doing, we have made it difficult for Imperial agents to correspond with their masters. Royale would thus have no choice but to rendezvous with their Imperial contact directly. Yet as a well-known face in the Immortal Flames, she cannot move about Planolin without being recognized. It would only be a matter of time before someone saw through her disguise. 'Tis for this reason, I believe, that she has chosen the Black Shroud for her clandestine meeting. The Elysian are a common sight here, and her comings and goings are not like to turn any heads. As my scouts tell it, the Garleans have sent agents with a mind to destroy the devices and render such direct contact unnecessary. Fortunately, our shinobi have thus far been successful in rebuffing their efforts. This is it.
Interesting.
We need only make for Hawthorne's hut and catch Royale in the act. Surely they will not see me coming. Clonk, 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 clonk. The art of subtlety, us two. My people report that our quarry has departed for the Bramble Patch. The ivy returns to the knolls whence she came, but perhaps it is all for the better. To convict someone of her standing, we will require damning evidence against her. What could be better than to catch her in the act when she meets with their Garlean masters? My countrymen and I shall lie in wait in the shadows. Tread warily, my friends. Oh, hell yeah. Just beyond, Royale is in conversation with an individual clad in the manner of an adventurer. An Imperial intermediary, no doubt. Intermediary. This is it! With me! Flame Marshal Aline Royale, you are under arrest for treason and espionage.
You are followed, you bloody fool. Damnation.
Ninjas.
Ninja.
You want to take a Royale? You are unarmed, my lady, and scarcely garbed for battle. But if you wish to fight, you are welcome to try.
What is the meaning of this, Captain? Would you arrest me for strolling in the Twelves Wood? When last I looked, that was no crime, and neither was conversing with passing strangers.
You would feign ignorance, then. Very well. If you do think of something to say, there will be plenty of time to say it later. Now come quietly, or I shall make you wish you had.
I will offer you no struggle. After all, I have naught to hide.
Oh, Miss Yugiri. Even a warrior of Royal's renown could not have hoped to escape by force. Despite her claims, her surrender does not bespeak innocence, but an awareness that her position is untenable. With the ivy thus uprooted, it is to be hoped that the tendrils she entwined around the immortal flames will gradually wither and die. Mayhap then the people of Uldar will have the grand company they deserve. But let us speak of the present. If I may ask, what will you do now, you two? So the Scions seek a way into Iceheart's sanctum. Then I dare say you are eager to return to the Rising Stones. Pray do not let me keep you. Fear not. My countrymen and I shall tend to the aftermath. You need not waste your talents here. And speaking of talents, you have been training in the art of shinobi, have you not? The change in your bearing is quite evident, to me, at least. I look forward to seeing you in action. Till next time, my friends.
What'd she know?
I don't know, it's like... Alright, back to the Rising Stones. So, you want to know something really funny?
What?
The first time we met Roban, Royal was next to him.
Huh.
And I don't know if you remember, but I distinctly remember just yelling at the top of my lungs, "You!" And pointing at the screen at her, and you did not make any note of it.
Yeah, that sounds right.
So, that's where we're going to end it off for today, and then the next time, maybe we'll actually finish this patch. I don't fucking know. Who knows?
Ooh,
Good lord.